What's up, Agent Zero here, and welcome back to yet another vlog. This time, instead of directly in front of my face, I've actually got my recording set up behind me, which I honestly think is going to look a lot better. So, yeah, today I want to talk to you guys about a few things. First and foremost, what happened to the Pocket Edition videos. I've been doing so well, uploading every single day of the week for quite a while, actually, and quite honestly, the reason why I haven't had any uploads is because of an update to Pocket Edition. Now, here's the thing. Because of the most recent update, which quite honestly could possibly be gone at this point because they've actually made the full release available to all devices, which means those command blocks that I did a tutorial of are now available to everyone, including iOS. I actually got an update that ended up breaking Pocket Edition. Here's what's going on. Up on the screen relatively shortly should be a screenshot of the bug that I've been encountering. As you can tell, it says that apparently it didn't download everything and it wants an internet connection to try to fix that problem. Now, if I press OK, it does absolutely nothing. I mean, I even tried it on Wi-Fi connection, which is the most obvious answer as to trying to fix a problem that says it needs internet. It still did nothing. But if I click on no, it goes to load a world, and then for whatever reason, blocks that I placed down previously disappear. Most notably, command blocks. I already mentioned that we got command blocks, which are an amazing block, which I know PC has had for a long time, but it's so good to finally have them in Pocket Edition. But those blocks, whenever I place them down inside of a world, I leave the world and then I re-enter with this bug. Said command blocks disappear from the world for whatever reason. Now, I have not tested to see whether or not there are any other blocks that disappear, but I don't want to make videos knowing that blocks are going to disappear, and I don't, like I said, I don't know if other blocks are going to have this problem, so I don't want to set up a video and have everything disappear before I get ready to show you guys. Now, how long am I going to be out videos? Well, that depends on how long it takes for an update to come out. It could be a few days, it could be a week or two. I honestly don't know. But the good news is, I do plan on doing a beta update review once it comes out, because we're going to be getting a ton of new blocks, and I want to share with you guys what these blocks are. Now, if you guys have been following various sources on Twitter, you probably know what these blocks are, but I want to do a review regardless, because I think it would make for a good video. Now, I'm going to say right now that this is actually going to be the last beta update that I do, unless you guys say otherwise. If you guys want me to do beta updates later on, please let me know down in the comments section below. I probably will do beta updates later on, but this is going to be the last one for a while that I do. And the reason being is because I like to do server videos because they're easy to set up. And I know there are some people who really enjoy server videos, and on top of that, MCPE recently released a brand new minigame called, I believe it's, what is it called? It's got an Electra in it. I don't remember. I actually don't remember off the top of my head. I know you guys are probably going to know what this minigame is. I might remember here relatively shortly in this video, but I don't know. But yeah, it involves Electra, and it's really an amazing concept because I think it's like Electra-based dropper. I don't entirely know, but I want to do a video on it, and when I'm in a beta, I can't actually do server videos because I get kicked out of the server for whatever reason, and it doesn't say outdated, it just says kicked from server. Don't understand what's going on. So I'm hoping that by stopping doing beta videos, aside from this next beta update, that should fix that problem. So that's what's going to be happening. And again, let me know down in the comment section below if you guys want me to continue doing beta updates afterward. But yeah, that's what's going on. So that's actually not the only thing that I want to talk to you guys about. I also want to talk to you guys about the Trading Skyblock series. Now, first and foremost, I want to say the creator, Stark Teammate, you did a fantastic job. I doubt you're actually watching this video, but you did a fantastic job. Good job. However, there's a bit of an issue with that world. So it's called Trading Skyblock for a reason. Because there's an area of villagers where we trade in all of our blocks and items for emeralds, and then we trade in those emeralds for other blocks and items. Well, unfortunately, the villagers that I was trading with locked out of their trades. I sent a tweet to Stark asking if there's a way to fix this problem, and he said to trade something else with them. Now, that's a bit of a problem, because the first and foremost thing that I was trading with them was oakwood planks, because one stack of oakwood planks gets me 1 emerald, which that is a problem. Because that's not a lot of emeralds for 1 stack. I honestly feel like for 1 stack I should get more from that. But also, that trade actually locked out relatively quickly, and because I have no other resource that I can trade with, that's locked out for good. The only other option that I had was to trade in my saplings with and apples to get emeralds, which, again, those only give me 1 emerald each for 8 saplings and 6 apples. And the saplings locked out, so I traded in my apples that unlocked it, but then the saplings locked back out, and trading with apples again didn't unlock it a second time. So I was at a stuck point. I could not progress any further. The other option that I did have was to either start up a farm of other crops, which, as of what I had, was either sugarcane or maybe beetroot, but those are extremely expensive considering the amount of emeralds that I had, so I couldn't purchase those. And the only other way for me to be able to unlock the plank trade was to trade in possibly stone, smooth stone, but the price needed to make a cobblestone generator, water blocks and lava blocks were extremely expensive, so a cobblestone generator was just out of the question. So because of these problems, I wasn't able to get any further progression on Trading Skyblock, and that's the reason why it's going to have to end, even though it was only 2 episodes. Now, again, Stark, if you're watching, good job, but your map needs some tweaks, and unfortunately, even if those tweaks are made, the series is going to have to end anyway. I'm not going to be starting it back up because I kind of showcased everything there is to showcase. And even though technically the goal was to go and fight the Ender Dragon, I'm sure if the updates come out, it's going to be a lot easier to get there because getting emeralds would be easier. What I recommend is changing the amount of emeralds you get for your trades, and if possible, how many times a villager trades before locking out, because I had a ton of wood. I literally had a ton. I was about full on a single chest, and so I went and made a double chest even though I never filled it, and I still couldn't use any of the blocks. So maybe increasing the amount of times we can trade, and like I said, increasing the amount of emeralds for trades would be a great way to edit. So yeah. So that's what's going on with Trading Skyblock. Now there's one final thing that I want to talk about, and that's my Bluetooth game controller. For those of you who might already be aware, and for those of you who aren't aware, I use a Bluetooth game controller whenever I play Pocket Edition, because quite honestly, I find it a lot easier to use than touch controls. Then again, I've been using a controller for a long time, which kind of adds to it. But here's the thing, if you guys noticed in some of my series, my survival series, as well as a couple of my episodes of the Skyblock series, I had an issue where, I don't know if you guys are going to see this very well, but whenever I'm breaking blocks, for whatever reason, my hotbar slot moves over to the left, whenever I'm breaking blocks. So here's what's going on. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but here's my L1 button right here, and here's my L2. My L1 button is the button that I use to attack and destroy blocks, and my L2, well, obviously by the bug you've been seeing, is what cycles my inventories, my hotbar. And for whatever reason, my L2 think it's being pressed while I'm pressing L1, which it's actually not. I've done a lot of testing to make sure I am not actually pressing both buttons at the same time, which I know some of you watching this right now probably think I'm lying about that, which I don't blame you. But that's actually what's going on. I've been testing it. That's what's happening. And for those of you who might also be using a Bluetooth controller, because I know there's some people who use Bluetooth controllers instead of touch, me being one of them. If you're encountering something like this, obviously this is going to be a major headache, and you know where I'm coming from. But with this bug, it's really annoying to make videos, especially survival videos, and I honestly thought it was a bug within Pocket Edition itself. And after it being in there for a while, I thought maybe it might have been a problem with the controller itself. So I sent an email to SteelSeries, the makers of the controller that I have, asking if they could possibly update the firmware. And they came back saying it's most likely a problem with the controller itself, so you should probably send in a warranty claim and we'll get you set up from there. And I went back and told them, look, I don't necessarily know if that's going to work, because the controller I have right now was actually a result of a previous warranty claim. Because when I first started off my channel, I was using what was known as the SteelSeries Free, which was literally a pocket-sized controller, because I could fit from like the tips of my fingers to just about to the heel of my hand. That's about how long it was, and I would take it with me places, and that started having issues with the left control stick, so I sent that in. They came back to me and they gave me credit to get another controller, which is what I have right now. And back to the current issue, I said that the controller I have as of right now is the result of a previous claim, and I don't even have a receipt for the previous claim to back it up. Well, apparently SteelSeries went back to their records and checked for the previous claim, and then they came back saying, okay, we've opened up an RMA claim for you, just make sure you send it in within the proper time. And then I got a second email from them saying, your RMA request has been received and accepted, so please send it in. So this is going to have to get sent in relatively soon. Now, does this mean I'm actually going to end up using touch controls? Actually, no. My brother, last time I sent in my controller, my brother was kind enough to lend me his Bluetooth controller for videos, which that's the plan for right now, but I haven't actually talked to him about that. But I'm going to be using his until my controller gets back, if my controller gets back, because sometimes they'll receive a controller and decide, you know what, this isn't actually a problem that we were able to find, so your warranty is void. And I hope that doesn't happen. I honestly hope that doesn't happen, but the fact that they were able to come back and say, we found your previous warranty claim, or at least that's what I got out of it, that's actually really good customer service. So good job, SteelSeries, with that. Really good job. So I do thank you for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk to you guys about in this vlog. So Pocket Edition videos will be returning as soon as an update comes out. I don't know how long that's going to be, but that's going to happen as soon as it gets updated. So yeah, then there's Skyblock, the training Skyblock ending, and then the sad issue with this. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's going on, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys later.